have a look at the Tsakalis Audioworks Cap 4. But before we get started, please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Liked the video, and if you want to score some of my gem tracks and or tabs, you can find those on my Patreon page or become a YouTube member by clicking the join button down below. And now on to the Cap 4. So this is a crazy versatile device and it's highly underrated. I don't know why not more people are using this, because it works very, very well. Basically you can stick it on your pedal board and it does all the amp stuff you need. You have XLR directly out to the front of house, to a mixer. You have a line out, you can go to powered speakers. You can even attach your tube amp by plugging it into the in and then attaching a dummy load or a cap to the through out. If you use something like an attenuator here, you can kill the volume in the room and then just practice silently with headphones. So you can plug in headphones, you can play along with jam tracks by plugging them into the auxiliary in. And by the way, if you are plugging in your guitar amp, your tube amp, always attach a dummy load or a cap, because otherwise you will fry your cap. So it works as a kind of DI box as well. There are cap sims in there, and it's a blend between analog and digital worlds, because the signal path stays analog until it hits the cap sims. And you can change the cap sims with this big dial here. This controls the volume to the XLR out and the line out. And this is ambience, and this is super important because this adds kind of like a natural room sound, which is super important if you want to make it sound realistic. Then the switches here, you can turn the power amp section and the preamp section on and off. You can select EL34 or 606 output, clean or hot preamp, and this is a tone control for the preamp. Open, semi-closed or closed back cabs, and two mic simulations, an SM57 and a Royer R12 ribbon mic. So you can select ribbon, dynamic or both. I really like the ribbon tones. And then there is a switcher on the side, so you can set it to plus 12 dB, 0 dB or minus 24 dB, depending on the device you're running it into. USB to the computer, so you can load up extra cap sims, and you can download like 50 cap sims from the Tsakalis website. It's crazy. And you can save 8 on the device itself, and there's a piece of software included, and I'll show it to you later. But now first, headphones. And then we're gonna dive right into tones, because that is why we're here. All right, so this is just the Cap 4, no pedals or whatever. Reverb is coming from the ambience pot meter here. All right, so this is the Marshall 1936 212 T75 cab. So, dynamic mic. It's in there and it sounds like an SM57. The worst mic ever, so I'm just gonna leave it at a ribbon. Close back. And then it's EL34, this is 606. Then you have clean and hot for the preamp. This is hot. So if I close the ambience, you're left with a direct signal. And this is ambience fully open. So if you're going for super clean, it does it really, really well. But for me personally, I would need something like an always on pedal to give it a little bit of grit. All right, so let's switch it back to clean. Here's the brown protein, the green side, which is kind of like the Nobels ODR1 thing. Now let's add some reverb and harmonic tremolo and delay, spice things up a bit. Fuzz. So now this tone with different cabs. This is number 3, which is Fender Deluxe 112 with a Jensen speaker. And Fender Super 410 with Jupiter speakers. So a lot of variety here. If you're switching the cab sims, like I said, there's a bunch of cab sims to download, so you can really find something that fits your taste and playing style. Oh wait, let me show the software. Command Shift 5. Here we go. So this is the software. And it's as easy as just looking up where you downloaded the cab sims, and then you just drag it here, and then it's saved to preset 5 in this case. And if I switch the rotary switch, you can see it going to that particular preset. That's all there is to it. Super easy. All right, so let me run you through the cabs that are on here real quick. This is a 110 cab based on the Fender Princeton. Then we have a Super 4x10. Mesa Rectifier 112. Fender Twin 212. Marshall 1936 212. Marshall 412. And a Mesa Rectifier 412 with V30s. So the cabs make a lot of difference, and that adds a lot to the tonal variety. So does it replace an amp? Well, for me it doesn't, because I need a big amp. But as a device for practicing, this is really, really brilliant. And using this in between your cab and your head, or between the amp and the speaker, as an XLR out to front of house or mixer, whatever, using the cab sim of this, it's brilliant. And for that price, it's very, 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 very hard to beat. Really nice, natural sounding room sound. So yeah, I'm digging this. So thanks so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to score some of my gem tracks, you can find those on Patreon or become a YouTube member. See you next time. Bye!